Hey everybody. I don't know how well you guys are going to see this since I don't have great lighting right now, but as smoothly as everything went yesterday, today is just the opposite. Basically what I'm running into is a lot of, this would be a piece of cake with two people, and with only one person, it's not all that easy. The biggest problem I've run into is I can't seem to put my hands on both sides of the motor mount bolts at the same time without moving stuff out of the way. So my crossbeam is out because that was getting in the way. I'll put that back after I loosen the bolts. And I took out the battery charger, all that stuff that was sitting on top of the engine. And now I'm removing the driver's side header. It was loose already. I'm probably pulling that cylinder head anyway, so it'll make life easier. With the header out, I'll be able to reach down and actually get to the back bolt on the cross bolt for the motor mount. And for what it's worth, if you can see it, that's probably one of the smartest things I've done on this car. I cut all the flanges off the exhaust, made my own, and added V-band flanges to everything. So 10mm socket takes apart most of my exhaust in a couple minutes. And I've got them here and at the back and everywhere else. Anyway, I'll update you as soon as I get done taking the header out and seeing if I can get the motor mounts apart. I might be rethinking this. So it looks like the header won't come out without either pulling the steering shaft or the crossover pipe, neither of which I feel like doing right now. But if I take and move everything right up here, it looks like I could probably get to the back and the front of that bolt with everything sitting like this. So I believe it's 11/16 for the for the back and 5/8 for the front. And I think when I'm done, I'm actually going to put together a whole list of all the hardware sizes for you guys, so you guys can just look them up here. Anyway, let me go do that. Well, you have to know when to admit defeat. My 3XL hands and 288 pounds was not sneaking past that header, and I tried brute force and ignorance, a jack underneath the oil pan with a board, and seeing if I can make the motor mounts flex enough to get the header out. That didn't work, so steering shaft came out. Now I can reach everything. So how did things go today? Well, compared to yesterday, very slow and painful. Really, the big problem was getting at the motor mount bolts. If you have a friend with small hands, get them over, have them help you out. If you have big hands, then you're going to be doing a lot of disassembly or some really creative stuff. Today I removed the header, disconnected the exhaust. This is not something you'd typically have to do this, but if you can't get at that back bolt, it's probably the easiest way to do it, or at the back of the bolt. I removed the steering linkage. Again, not something that's necessary to do. I did it because I am replacing some of those parts, and I figured I'll get it out of the way. What else did I get done? I removed those braces. For what it's worth, those are 15mm bolts, 3 bolts on each side. The braces that go from the front of the K-Member to the frame. Those came out really easy. What else? All the brake line clips. Those came out easy also, and those are all 10mm. And I think I've got all of them 3 on this side, 1 on the other side. I believe there's one in the middle that I haven't gotten to, right underneath the oil pan. I think you can't get to that one unless you actually have things loose. Quick product review in terms of Harbor Freight stuff. These 3 socket organizers I love. These are Craftsman ones, and Craftsman doesn't make them anymore. This is a Harbor Freight one that looks just like it, and they are horrible. To start with, they constantly break somewhere. See, I've got a broken piece right there. The other thing is that I don't know if I had it in frame, but that's the broken piece. The other thing is that they're very loose and flappy. They feel like they're going to break. Stay away from those. I got to find some new socket organizers, something I like. If anybody has any suggestions, please comment. What else? My pile's growing. Like I said, I've got the tie rods, both ends. Incidentally, that if you saw the air hammer over there, one of my ends didn't want to come loose. It was just spinning in there, and I used the air hammer to tighten up the stud. And the little brackets. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Oh. This is my little battery mount that actually mounts my little battery in the stock battery box. If you take a look at this part of the hold down over here, it's shaped just like the stock hold down. It actually bolts, the stock hold down actually bolts right over it. Headers. And again, V-band flanges. Time to clean up and eat something. I'm starving. See you guys later. Bye.